Welcome to physics class. In this video, you can find solution for quantum mechanics question asked in GATE 2019 physics paper. Question: consider the motion of a particle along the x-axis in a potential V of x is equal to F into mod of x. Its ground state energy E naught is estimated using the uncertainty principle. Then the value of E is proportional to option A F power 1 by 3, option B F power 1 by 2, option C F power 2 by 5, option D F power 2 by 3. So in the question they have given a particle that moves with a potential of F into mod of x, and they have asked us to find what is the E value is proportional to by using uncertainty principle. The total energy of the system is given as the p square by 2m, that is kinetic energy, plus the potential energy V of x. In the question they have given V of x as F into mod of x. Let us take that as a equation 1. Now from uncertainty principle we have delta x into delta p is approximately equal to h cross. Then delta p is equal to h cross divided by delta x. Now substitute the value of momentum in the above expression. We will be getting E is equal to h cross square divided by 2m delta x square plus f into delta x. We consider it as a equation 2. Now we have to find the value of delta x and substitute in the above expression. So for finding it, we have to minimize E with respect to delta x. That is, find the first derivative of E as a function of delta x and equate it to 0. Then we will be getting delta x as h cross square divided by m f the whole power 1 by 3. Now substitute the value of delta x in equation 2. Then we will be getting E is some constant into f power 2 by 3 plus some constant into f power 2 by 3. So in general we can say energy is proportional to f power 2 by 3. So answer is option D. Question: the Hamiltonian operator for a two-level quantum system is H is equal to E1 0 0 E2 matrix. If the state of the system at t is equal to 0 is given by psi of 0 is equal to 1 divided by root 2 1 1, then the psi of 0 psi of t square at later time t is. They have given 4 options. So in the question they have given a Hamiltonian and they have asked us to find what is the square of psi of 0 psi of t. In the question they have given h is equal to E1 0 0 E2 and psi of 0 in ket notation is 1 by root 2 1 1 and in bra notation 1 by root 2 1 1, and they have asked us to find psi of 0 psi of t square. So we have to find what is the value of psi of t. So we already know that in quantum mechanics psi of t is equal to e power minus I h t divided by h cross into psi of 0. We know the value of psi of 0 by substituting, and also we know the value of h that is given in the question. Then we will be getting 1 by root 2 e power minus I e1 t divided by h cross e power minus I e2 t divided by h cross. So we have to find psi of 0 psi of t first. We know both the values by substituting here 1 by root 2 1 0 1 by root 2 e power the value in minus and the e power e2 value we have to write here. Then by multiplying these two matrix we will be getting 1 by 2 e power minus I e1 t divided by h cross plus e1 minus I e2 t divided by h cross. Then for squaring it we will be writing the conjugate of it, 1 divided by root 2 e power minus I e2 t divided by h cross plus e power minus I e2 t divided by h cross, and the conjugate of this will be here for squaring. By multiplying these two terms we will be getting 1 by 4 2 plus e power I e1 minus e2 t divided by h cross plus e power minus I e1 minus e2 t divided by h cross. So this is of the form cos theta is equal to e power I theta plus e power minus I theta divided by 2. Here the theta value is e1 minus e2 t divided by h cross. Then we will be getting 1 by 4 into 2 plus 2 cos of the theta value. So we will be getting 2 as a common term. We will be getting 1 by 2 into 1 plus cos of e1 minus e2 t divided by h cross. So answer is option C. Question. A ball bouncing off a rigid floor is described by the potential energy function V of x is equal to mgx for x greater than 0 and 0 for x less than 0. Which of the following schematic diagram best represent the phase space plot of the ball? So first, before solving this, we have to write the total energy of this system, that is for the bouncing ball. So we know that the kinetic energy is p square by 2m and the potential energy is given in the question, that is mgx. First, phase space diagram is a plot between p and x. So first we will write for p is equal to 0 what will be the value of energy. So when we substitute p value 0, we will be getting energy is equal to mgx. Then x is equal to E divided by mg. So if we draw the graph between p and x, we have obtained one value, that is when p is equal to 0, x value is E by mg. Then we can write it here. This is the point of E by mg. So if you see the question, in the answers, you can see in option D they have given minus E by mg. But you have found only the positive value we will be getting, we will not get the negative value. So option D is incorrect. We can eliminate it. Answer is one among the options A, B and C. Now we will find when x is equal to 0, the value of E will be p square divided by m. That is p value is equal to plus or minus root of 2me. So if we rewrite this given expression, then p square will be 2me minus mg, which is nothing but a equation of the parabola. Now we have also found the values of p when x is equal to 0. That will be coming as root of 2me plus or minus. So plus value will be plotted here and minus value will be here. Now as this is the equation of a parabola, if you see the answer options, option B is a parabola. Therefore answer is option B. Question. The ground state electronic configuration of the rare earth ion is N of Nd3 plus is Pd 4f3 5s2 5p6. Assuming Ls coupling, the Landé G factor of this ion is 8 by 11. The effective magnetic moment in the units of mu b is. So in the question, they have asked us to find the effective magnetic moment of Nd3 plus ion. First, we will write the electronic configuration of the rare earth ion, Pd 4f3 5s2 5p6. In this case, the unfilled orbital is 4f3. They are having a L value of 3 and it has a 3 electrons, so S value will be 3 by 2, 3 halves. L can take a value from L minus S to L plus S. Therefore, it will be 3 by 2, 5 by 2, 7 by 2 and 9 by 2. In the question, they have asked us to find the effective magnetic moment. We know that mu j divided by j is equal to G into E divided by 2m. That is mu j is equal to G E by 2m into j. J is can be written at root of j into j plus 1 into h cross. Bring h cross here, then we will be getting G into E h cross divided by 2 into root of j plus 1. So E h cross divided by 2m is nothing but the Bohr magnetron. Therefore, we will be getting G into root of j plus 1 into mu b. In the question they have given the value of G, that is 8 divided by 11, and also we have find the value of L plus J value. So as they have asked us to find the effective magnetic moment, we will take the maximum value of 9 by 2. So by substituting the value of 9 by 2, we will be getting nu J as 3.62 nu B. Question. Let theta be a variable in the range of minus pi less than or equal to theta less than pi. Now consider a function psi of theta is 1 for minus pi by 2 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to pi by 2 and 0 otherwise. If its Fourier series is written as psi of theta is equal to summation m from minus infinity to infinity cm e power minus I m theta, then the value of c square is. So we have to find the coefficient Cm at m is equal to 3. This is a Fourier series problem. The given question for psi of theta is equal to summation over m minus infinity to infinity Cm e power minus I m theta. So this Fourier coefficient Cm can be written as 1 divided by b minus a integral from a to b psi of theta into e power I m theta d theta. Now substitute the values of b and a. In the question already they have given the range from minus pi by pi to pi. That is a will be minus pi, b will be a pi. So substituting the value pi minus pi integral from minus pi to pi psi of theta e power I m theta into d theta. Now it will become 1 by 2 pi minus pi to pi psi of theta e power I m theta into d theta. Now in the question they have given the psi of theta value has a 1 in the interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. And in other intervals it is going to be 0. Therefore, it will become 1 divided by 2 pi. So only in this pi minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 interval, it has psi of theta has a value of 1. So only in that interval we have to integrate this expression e power I m theta into d theta. Then by integrating it, we will be getting 1 divided by 2 pi into e power I m theta divided by I m. Either in minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So in the question, they have asked us to find the coefficient of C3. So now we will substitute the value of m is equal to 3. Then C3 is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi e power I 3 theta divided by I3. Right? Now substitute the values of limit. It will be become, so the 3i I have taken outside, so we will be getting e power I 3 pi by 2 minus e power minus I 3 pi by 2. Now multiply by 2i and divide by 2i. Then you will be getting 1 divided by 3 pi, e power term will be same, divided by 2i. We know a formula that sin theta is equal to e power I theta minus e power minus I theta divided by 2. Now we are having that form here. Therefore, we will be getting C3 is equal to 1 divided by 3 pi and sine of this theta value is nothing but 3 pi by 2. So 3 pi by 2 will be here. Now by substituting the value of sine of 3 pi by 2, we will be getting that is minus 1. C3 is equal to 1 divided by 3 pi. In the question, they have asked us to find the C3 square. Therefore, and also the modulus is there. So, we will be removing the minus sign. We will be getting 1 divided by 9 pi square. That is nothing but 0.011. Question. Electron with spin in the z direction are passed through a Stern-Gerlach setup with a magnetic field at theta is equal to 60 degree from z cap. The fraction of electron that will emerge with their spin parallel to the magnetic field in the experimental setup is dash. So, in the question, they have sent an electron with a spin z direction through a SG experiment. In that case, the magnetic field, the angle between the magnetic field and the z cap is 60 degree. And they have asked us to find what fraction of electron will emerge with the spin parallel to the magnetic field. So here the state function psi is equal to cos theta divided by sin theta. Here in the question they have given theta as 60 degree. Therefore psi is equal to cos 60 divided by sin 60. That is 1 by 2 and root 3 divided by 2. We know that for spin up state the chi value is equal to 1, 0. So in the question they have asked us to find what is the fraction of electron that will emerge with their spin parallel to the magnetic field. That is nothing but the probability density of chi and psi. So the Brown notation is for psi is 1, 0 and for psi is 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2. By multiplying this and squaring it, we will be getting 1 divided by 2 with a whole square. Therefore, the fraction of electron that emerges with their spin parallel to the magnetic field is 0.25. Question: the Hamiltonian of a system is H is equal to 1 E minus 1 with the energy very much less than 1. The fourth order contribution to the ground state energy of H is gamma e power 4. The value of gamma is. In the question, they have given a Hamiltonian of a system H and also they have given a fourth order contribution in the ground state energy, that is H is equal to gamma e power 4. And they have asked us to find what is the value of gamma. First, we will write the given Hamiltonian. Hamiltonian of the system is H is equal to 1 E minus 1. Then we will write the characteristics equation. Then this lambda will give us the energy eigenvalue. 1 minus lambda E minus 1 minus lambda is equal to 0. Then by expanding the determinant, we will be getting minus 1 minus lambda into 1 plus lambda minus E square is equal to 0. By solving this, we will be getting the two values for lambda. That is, lambda is equal to root of 1 plus E square and lambda is equal to minus root of 1 plus E square. In the question, they have asked us to find the ground state energy contribution, fourth order. So, among this is the ground state value which has the lowest value. So, ground state lambda is equal to minus 1 root of 1 plus E square. By using the binomial expression, that is 1 minus x the whole power n is equal to 1 minus nx minus n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial x square and so on. By using this expansion, we have to expand this term. Then we will be getting minus of 1 minus e square divided by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into e power 4 minus and so on. So it is enough to find up to e power 4 because they have asked us to find the fourth order contribution. Then by multiplying all these terms, then we will be getting lambda is equal to minus of 1 minus e square by 2 plus 1 by 8 e power 4 minus and so on. So the coefficient of the fourth order term is 1 divided by 8, that is 0.125. Therefore, the fourth order contribution has a gamma value of 1 by 8. In the description box, you can find the link for GATE Physics 2019 and 2020 solution. Please share and subscribe the channel. If you have any queries, write in the comment section.